You know, I can always turn to the internet to collectively fight about something, and today that thing that people are going to war for is cake. Yes, people, welcome to Cakegate 3.0. Do you have your battle armor, your weapons, and your battle cry? Because this went extremely viral, and apparently we're supposed to care about cake. Especially me. My feathers are supposed to be very ruffled because some people messaged me or left comments in some of my videos asking what is my opinion on this, because technically I do have my own baking company, yips.com, and this should piss me off. So let's see if it does. Oh, Walmart, the place that you go to where you never know what to expect. Rabid children. Ooh. Rabid Karens that are upset that they don't get their special formula so that they can lose weight.
Now, I've got a wedding dress to get into. This is my secret formula.
Woodland friends, wedding proposals, and weddings. But if you can weed through all of that, you can find some pretty good deals. Except on the price of eggs. As someone who has a baking business, those little chicken butt treasures are expensive, which thus increases our prices of the product. But something that's not expensive at Walmart is their vintage heart cakes. So the Walmart vintage heart cake was priced at $7 up to $25. And if you want the custom writing according to this influencer in the comment section, that is completely free. And at the time Valentine's Day was coming up, many girlies was very excited because they wanted to get the cake for Galentine's Day. And shoot, some men were extremely mad about Galentine's Day and they started their own Valentine's Day.
These females don't be lying, bro. Why is y'all trying to be like the women?
So you know, many people were just excited to get a stupid little heart-shaped cake to enjoy.
Look at this.
Nothing wrong with that, right? Wrong! This small cake caused havoc because it's taken the job of the at-home bakers, and they had a lot to say. Along with the people that like to support small businesses, and only small businesses, they never go to Walmart. Down with Walmart! I'd still rather buy from a small business because I can tell the ingredients aren't as high quality with the Walmart cakes. Well, then do that. Just do that. I don't think I've ever seen someone post something that they're eating that they like and enjoy, and I'm like, well, I'd rather just do this than do it. You're not eating the cake.
Oh, leave us alone! Don't you get it? This is not about you!
Some people don't have money for a, oh my God, $200 cake? I forgot how much custom cakes were. My mom used to do this, and it's a lot of work. I would see her working like for hours on a cake, and she did the whole organic ingredients and natural ingredients, handmade, you know, and people were very happy. But from the customer side, like a normal consumer, me, someone who was super young and didn't have a lot of money, and I just want some cake and I'm eating a ton of sugar anyway, I didn't care about the quality. I'm here to get dirty and just eat some sugary frosted cake. But many home bakers were absolutely livid. One of the bakeries that were extremely angry about the Walmart vintage shaped heart cake was Birdie Bakery.
Vintage heart cake drama, and why it really upsets and affects me as a home baker and business owner. What is actually grinding my gears here are the people in the comments under videos advertising the cake, complaining about what home bakers are charging for vintage heart cakes. I just find that highly disrespectful to everybody who puts so much time and effort into their cake, especially when having a birthday cake is a luxury. It is not a need. You do not get to tell these people how they're going to price their items when they know their worth.
Okay guys, so listen, I get that it's annoying when people compare a home-baked custom, you know, custom anything to grocery store or manufactured type food. I will occasionally get the comment because people seem to think that I'm a big business, that I should bring my prices down for my bakery, and they don't understand that it's literally Garrett in a kitchen that we have to rent, and he does it all himself. No matter how many times I say that, but no matter how many times I scream it into people's ears, it's one person! They don't understand. They think that I am Walmart. And then they say they're gonna go get a regular donut or a regular brownie, and I say, okay, go do that. So I get that that's annoying, but can we go back to her calling a cake a luxury? Girl, I can make a non-luxury cake for about $5.
Life's a banquet, I said nah, it's a snack. Hit the Walmart aisle, grab the box off the rack. Extra moist vanilla, Betty Crocker on the pack. In my cart so fast, gotta throw the homies back. Box cake, whisk it, whip it, make no mistake. Living for the sugar rush, the oven gon' bake. Box cake, sweet dreams ain't up for debate.
See, not luxury, kind of ugly, but still cake. So one of the specific reasons this baker was upset with Walmart was because they don't use the ingredients that she says that most home bakers would use.
Just explain to you why home bakers charge so much money for heart cakes. The biggest reason are ingredients. Walmart, you are not going to get real buttercream cake.
I mean, this girl travels to the deepest of forests, picks the flower package herself, presents it to the gods, and they bless it and say,
"Your cake will be superior."
Getting something made with shortening, artificial flavoring, and ingredients. Cakes were shipped to them from some warehouse. We just slapped together. Coming from a home baker though, getting a handmade cake start from finish. Some people use box cakes, but for me, I make everything from scratch. Right off the bat, the quality of ingredients are going to be drastically different.
Also, and you know, I think that's great. Some people really love home baked treats with quality ingredients than others, they just don't. And most of those people who would buy a $7 to $25 cake from Walmart probably don't care if the ingredients are pure or taste artificial. Honestly, when I was deep in my sugar addiction, I preferred artificial tasting food. And honestly, not to talk about the Walmart crowd, but whenever I go in there, I can just tell that the people shopping there probably like artificially taste baked goods as well. Most of America does. I think the first thing one of my friends did or said when she came from Europe or somewhere that's not American, she said, "Why does the food taste so artificial?" And I was like, I know, right? It's great, huh? She would probably buy and think it's worth buying a custom $200 cake that has really nice ingredients that don't taste artificial, unlike us Walmartians. I mean, those Walmartians, I'm not one of them. I am classy. So then she starts listing all the ingredients, all the stuff that she needs to make the cake.
Do you know how expensive butter is? It's about 8 sticks of butter to bake a cake start to finish. With everything else combined, that's at least $30 worth of ingredients, not including the labor.
Which, once again, extremely understandable. Things are extremely expensive for everyone. The consumer, the seller, you know, the people making the cake, the people buying the cake, but she didn't stop there. She had to target the Walmart employees because they're ruining it for the home bakers too. Now what the hell do we do? I'm just trying to make rent.
There was a talented baker behind every cake made at Walmart. They are probably getting paid minimum wage when they could start their own home bakery and make a lot more. And then lastly, you're also paying for the skill level from the home baker.
Girl, you are not gonna sit up here and complain about the price of butter being expensive and how hard it is to compete with the big businesses as a small baking business and simultaneously tell these bakers that they could just start a baking business and have a grand old time. And then she says, if there are people that actually, you know, decorate the cakes, their skill isn't going to be as good as mine.
They make a lot more. And then lastly, you're also paying for the skill level from the home baker. If your Walmart even makes vintage heart cakes, they're going to be as attentive to detail as a custom cake artist. So
and that could be true, who knows, but not the best thing to say. You know, I'm better than them. It sounds bitter. And you don't want a bitter baker, you want a sweet baker. I'm sure it translates to the sweets, right?
if you order from a small business or order from Walmart, that's none of my business, and I really don't care.
You know, I'm beginning to think that you care a lot.
Please don't undervalue these people because you can get it cheaper.
You know what? I feel like I just got punched in the face at least 6 times. Called poor and then spat on because I didn't buy a $200 cake from her and instead tried to save a little bit of money and got a $25 cake. So, like I said, I have lower sugar donuts and brownies with some protein in it, and I got a comment the other day saying, "Dang, Michelle, I want to support you, but I don't have the money to do this. How are you guys all affording this? I'm broke." And they told me that they're just going to eat a regular brownie. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I just need to leave a quick comment. Just so you know, if you go anywhere else and get a regular brownie, you are directly hurting my business. I take this as a personal attack on my character, my livelihood, and my family. Yes, the dogs. You hurt them. And by the way, each of our products are handmade by my boyfriend's magnificent hands with ingredients that you'll never get at Walmart, and you'll be sorry about this. You will regret ever eating a normal brownie. So there seems to be like 2 types of people participating in this cake war. The people who are saying Walmart cakes are gross because they're cheap and made by non-skilled peasants who aren't gonna put their foot in it like Sugar Mama from the Proud Family.
Well, I've already pre-mixed the other ingredients here. Then I put the bowl on the floor, close to some place where I can hold on to. Then I just put my foot in it.
And so Walmart employees that work in the bakery came out and posted their video, and yeah, they customized their cakes, which is the main reason people buy them. They wanted a heart-shaped cake with a pretty little thing on it, not really focused on the ingredients. There was this all black vintage heart cake.
Come with me to pick up my $25 vintage heart cake from Walmart. They did amazing. 2 out of 2 success so far.
And people were stoked. But then in the comments, people would say things like, bet it's not gonna be good because the quality, it's gonna turn your teeth black. Let me tell you guys something. If I'm going to eat an all black cake, honey, I have sealed my fate. My teeth will be as dark as the night sky. So people started demanding that the people who are eating the black cake, show us that your teeth aren't black, huh? We gotta see it.
So I'm gonna do that and see if my teeth turn black.
Just so you guys know, I watched this whole thing to make sure there was no cuts without sound. My misophonia was there. And look at that.
There it is.
Didn't fall out instantly when she put a Walmart cake into her mouth. And even if there was, even if she lost all her teeth, who cares? Don't eat the cake. Anyway, Birdie Bakery deleted her post because people were like, girl, we ain't got no money. We ain't got no money. We're broke. We can't buy your cake anyway. So she just made a follow-up video saying, no, you guys took it the wrong way. I wasn't insulting poor people. Also, I'm sorry.
Before I start, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry if I offended anyone at all. There was only a few people in my comments who actually understood where I was coming from, so I guess that means I did not deliver my message right. The video was not against anyone who can't afford my cakes. The video was against people who compare small businesses to big corporations. That market is a multi-billion-dollar company, so obviously they can afford to price and sell things a lot differently than me. I'm on the same boat as the rest of you guys, believe me. The only thing that I will take back is my comment on the skills of some of the cakers. That was uncalled for. I don't know why I even mentioned that because I've seen with my own two eyes the talent that some of them do carry. And my comment about their minimum wage, I genuinely from the bottom of my heart thought that everyone in that market gets paid minimum wage. That's just what I'm used to in America.
So that was really nice. You know, good thing she won't post again.
People really need to start taking some relaxation lessons. Because why are we outraged about an unethical multi-billion-dollar company in the first place that I thought we were all boycotting?
Is this what gaslighting is? She did a whole 2-minute video about a cake and how people weren't buying from her, only then to apologize and then to make a follow-up video saying, why is everybody mad about this?
And girl commented, you know, I've been boycotting that place, but because you posted this video, I'm gonna go and purchase from them.
Did it upset you that someone who probably wasn't going to get your cake in the first place is now saying they're gonna go to Walmart to get a cake that they're probably not gonna do anyway?
I'm failing to understand what exactly I said that was so wrong. I corrected myself in my second post, but regardless, there are more serious issues in this country that we all need to be heated over. I don't understand why people are in such a pickle.
Girlie, you were the pickle. You were the whole pickle. This was the situation, and then this was you. You were upset by the cake. Everybody else was fine with it, you know, and it's fine if you were upset. We've all been there, triggered over something that is extremely important to us while everyone else looks at us like we are kind of weird for being upset about this. I know I've been there, but to now turn around and say, why is everybody mad about this? Doesn't make any sense.
Over a cake, and some people were saying, don't ever support her business. She doesn't deserve it. Oh, I was thinking about getting something from you and I changed my mind.
Oh, you're mad at the people who matched your energy. You got upset, then everyone else got upset, and now, well, we're here talking about cake.
Girl, I'm booked and busy. Thanks, but no thanks.
That right there is my favorite part. I'm booked and busy, baby. If I'm booked and busy, I don't have time to complain about a Walmart cake. If my pockets are full, I'm not going to be intimidated by a $25 vintage heart Walmart cake. And I have to say that specifically that killer clown cake that she was making, I used to fall asleep to killer clowns. I love killer clowns, dress up like killer clowns. They're amazing. Love the movie. It's such a beautiful cake. I had to watch the video again because I was just mesmerized as she made it. I love watching people make cakes, especially killer clown cakes. Would I buy it? Probably not, because I'm just not someone to spend that amount on cake. I've never needed a custom cake. Now, if that killer clown cake turned into a low sugar, low calorie, throw in some protein type treat, then my interest would be piqued. So I spend a pretty penny on things like that. Actually, when we were in Walmart, I saw like a couple tiered, you know, layered cakes. And I was like, dude, if we get married, can we just get a freaking Walmart cake? It goes to about $100, and the typical wedding cakes are up to what, 700, sometimes over 1,000. And I am in no way saying that people who customize wedding cakes need to bring it down to make me happy. I just don't personally find cake super important to me. And quite honestly, whenever I go to a wedding and they bring out the cake, I don't grab the bride and groom by their necks and say, hey, how customized was this cake and what ingredients are in it? I'm just in it for the sugar.
Discounted wedding cakes from some surprising places. And they're all less than 70 bucks. Sam's Club, Walmart, local grocery store, and Costco.
Not to get completely off topic here, but still on topic, there are plenty of people who customize, you know, pretty much anything you can find to be customized by someone and you can pay them for it. But there are people that do that kind of stuff as a hobby and just refuse to sell because people always say, oh my God, this is so cool. Can you please do that for me? I'll pay you. Do you really want to? Do you really want something custom? Lightning Cosplay, for example, always gets comments saying, please make me something custom. And she says, yeah, no, we're not not gonna do that.
I'm getting so many questions if I'm taking commissions. So today I'm breaking down the costs of this dress, and at the end you're gonna see why I'm not taking commissions. Materials plus labor brings the total costs of this dress to 6,860 euros. Now let me know, would you pay me that much money to make a custom dress for you?
Nope, I'm probably going to go to Amazon and get one that's less than $100. And I personally think people who custom make products or who have small businesses need to understand that big businesses will always win when it comes to price, quickness, everything. And everyone, like most people, probably aren't going to be their target market. Another example that I can give you, I love dolls. This doll cost me almost $1,000 from a small business, but I needed it. It was like my biggest purchase for a doll. It was my first big girl purchase. It's very special to me. There's really not many other dolls like it. The nipples are out of this world. And then there's this doll that cost me less than $30. Does this make this doll any better? Not in my world, because I play with this doll more, to be completely honest. So she's cheaper. I get more use out of her. I've used her in videos. I have still not once used this doll. She just sits very expensively on my shelf. Will I ever buy another expensive doll like this again? Probably not. At least I can't do it as constantly as I buy these Barbies because, well, they're cheaper. They're made for people to buy more of. Does it mean that this doll is not in demand? No. Whenever I go onto these websites, they're already sold out even before the doll drops. But for some reason, people in the doll community get extremely upset, like if you go to Amazon and get a cheaper doll and say that you're ruining the business for the small doll maker. Like I said, the ones that I look for usually are sold out even before they drop their doll. Many home bakers are still extremely in demand. They do have their target market of people that think that it's important to have quality ingredients for their cakes. Walmart isn't going anywhere. Cheaper options are not going to go anywhere. You can either work with it or you can go on TikTok to complain about poor people. But thank goodness many other bakers came out and said, y'all, why are we freaking out about this?
I don't know why some bakers are so upset about these Walmart heart-shaped cakes costing $20. As a home baker, a small baker, we know we cannot compete with grocery store prices.
Box cake isn't home baked. Do you bake? Yes, ma'am. And I don't use box crap and call it homemade. Is this my mom? And is it Garrett's mom, like mashed together? There's like those certain types of people that are so anti-box cake that don't seem to understand that box cake is really just like the flour, the sugar, the leavening ingredients all put into like a portion just for a cake rather than buying things in bulk. And a lot of home bakers buy that and then like add more stuff to it so that they aren't buying so many things. It actually saves money. And let me tell you, okay, I have never eaten a cake that I liked and asked, did you use a box cake? Huh? Did ya? I simply just wanted cake. That's really what all of us want, right? Okay, so let's just bring our hands together and say, in cake we pray, because I'm completely done with this topic.
Box cake, whisk it, whip it, make no mistake. Living for the sugar rush, the oven gon' bake. Box cake, sweet dreams ain't up for debate. Slice it up and eat it, now this life's first rate.